Hey guys, my name is Kurt. I'm one of the staff here at New Life Church, and our goal is to empower and equip you to have the best life group ever. Today I want to talk to you about a simple agenda for your life group gathering. So maybe you don't know how it works or what you should do during that time. I want to set you up well to win. So have you ever thought, I want to lead a group, but I have no idea how to run the meeting or where to start? I know that something new can sometimes feel very intimidating, which makes us want to quit before we even start. I've been there too. I remember leading a life group for the first time and wondering, what do I do? And why is everyone just staring at me? It can be scary to leading or doing something that we've never done before, and that's why we've created this video. This is so simple, but our fears can sometimes feel way bigger than they need to be. So let's just kind of take all that and kind of remove that. I want to make it very clear for you today. So I want you to hear and to know that you made the right choice to lead a life group. God led you to step up into this leadership role. But just let me share with you 3 short things that you can do with your life group every time you meet. After you do this, you will be off and going strong. So these 3 simple steps for your life group agenda, they are number 1, connecting time, number 2, discussion time, and lastly, prayer time. So let's look at these a little bit deeper. The first area is connecting time. This is usually the first 15 minutes of a group or so. This is an important time for the group to arrive, to connect, to chat, to get ready before we actually dive deeper into discussions. Remember, start your life group on time, and as you do, start off with an icebreaker or something to get people talking and laughing. Laughing and having fun is a key to any thriving life group because it causes connection. Also, check in with everyone. Just see how people are doing. You could do highs and lows where you have everyone tell you about the high of their week or the low of their week. For example, someone might share, my high is I'm super excited I got a promotion at work, but my low is that my son is struggling to make friends at school. In so doing, as people share those things, you grow closer together. Or maybe for the first meeting or 2, you might want to just hit the highs of people's week, something good that happened in their week that week, until you guys develop a greater sense of connection and trust. The second thing is our discussion time. Now this could be somewhere between 50 minutes and maybe even as long as 70 minutes. When you've done this right, a life group actually will connect on a deeper level while they read and study and discuss the Bible or the content that they're studying. The content that you'll be using is always beneficial, but don't worry about rushing your way through it just to finish it. That's not the goal. Like I like to say this, that the gold is always in the discussion and the connection that happens in those moments. If you don't get through the content, it's okay. You can just relax. Instead, enjoy the thoughts, the conversation, and the insight that people are bringing to the discussion. Most of the time, you will almost always have more content than you can cover in one meeting. If you use a video for your content or to support your study, one best practice for you to put in place is that it should never dominate your entire discussion time. A great average length for a video that you might find on Right Now Media or some other study material would be somewhere between 7 to 20 minutes long. The rest of the time really needs to be for discussion. Another thought as you're leading the discussion, make sure that you as the leader are using the 7-30 rule. As the leader, you want to speak roughly only 30% of the time, and allow the group to fill up the other 70% of the time that you have. People learn by talking through things and trying on ideas and applying it to their life. So make sure you allow there to be enough time for people to share. Don't feel like you need to rush it, but also don't let someone in the group dominate the entire discussion time either. In a life group, you might have 10 to 12 people, and so an hour can go by very quickly. Now, the last section is prayer time. And this would be really the last 10 to 15 minutes of your meeting time. And ever since the early church, groups have met and they've prayed together. Guys, I want you to hear that nothing moves forward in the kingdom of God except through prayer. And this is a time to share our prayer requests, to hear updates about how things have been going that maybe you and your group have been praying for, also to hear the burdens that people are carrying. But this is also a time not just to hear about burdens or things that are on people's hearts, but also to share praise reports. What is God doing? Where is He showing up in your life? I remember a life group I was a part of where one of the families in our group was walking through multiple years of infertility. And they were struggling and grieving because they had lost multiple babies. They had had miscarriages. And the doctor's prognosis, it was not hopeful. And in that season as a life group, man, we really grieved together deeply with this couple. We surrounded them with prayer and support. We stood in faith beside them, believing God for a miracle. And God showed up in a big way. and now they have an amazing little girl. And we celebrated this little miracle baby girl like it was our entire life group's baby. Life groups are there for the ups and for the downs, when there's hope and when there's pain, when there's great news and when the doctor says there's no hope, when a baby is born, but also when a loved one passes away. Life groups are there for every stage of life. And Galatians 6:2 tells us this. It says, to carry one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. And that's what we're doing during this prayer time. If you would like more training on what to do during this prayer time, check out our video about how to facilitate a great prayer time in your life group. So today's takeaways are easy. 3 simple steps for creating an agenda for your life group, and they are connecting for 15 minutes, discussion for 60 minutes, and prayer for 15. Thanks you guys so much for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, maybe check out some of our other training videos that we have for you, our life group leaders. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.